live. Let me share the stream real quick. Now, John, I don't mind being sniped. If you want to turn to the stream and see what my hand is, you know, you can.
Nah, for some reason the like the game audio is coming out my headphones, but your voice is coming through the screen.
It's a Discord thing. You just go on settings, voice and audio, and you can change where the audio is coming from. I've had that problem multiple times.
Where is it at?
Click on the little gear. So on the left bar of Discord, there's a gear.
Yeah.
And then voice and sound. And then it'll have like output option.
Did I say something?
Yeah, I mean, I hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I fixed it.
Okay. Get that done. Whoa, I guess that works. That's fine. Okay, that's done. Okay, we can do that. Leave there. Now we just drop it here. Why the picture's like that? That's funny. Actually, let me check for one thing real quick. Yeah, that's the banner image. Okay, interesting. So, I just heard today they're coming out with more volcanic support, so you had really good timing to get into this game. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know much about most decks, but I was thinking the next one. I haven't really started it much, but I think the next one I would make is actually Thunder Dragon, because that seems pretty fun. I like the card design. I like the...
Yeah. I've told you this. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one of the best games ever made when it comes to legacy support. You know, here we are trying to look for crumbs for characters like Spire to pop up in Metroid again, but Konami never forgets their legacy characters like Thunder Dragon, Jinzo, Red Eyes, Blue Eyes, Dark Magician, Exodia. I mean, I'm playing Karyushin and my latest Neo-Daedalus deck. I mean, you're going to see that tonight. He's a level 5 normal monster sea serpent from Generation 1, like the first generation, and they just recently printed a retrain of him. I just love that. More companies need to do stuff like Konami when it comes to like legacy support and all that. Okay, I think we're all set. Oh, my game's updating. Nice.
Yeah, most of my deck ideas are mostly just on nostalgia, but I do really like the cards. I mean, Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon looks really dumb, but I still like the idea of it. Even though the actual modern deck doesn't really use them.
He's pretty cool. I like, another thing I like about Legacy support is the cool thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is it doesn't rotate, and so there's always these older cards that will pop up because they're, you know, every card is unique, so like I'll never forget like um, Ryan in 2014 season, he played a deck called Box of Friends. And Box of Friends is this effect monster that lets you special summon 2 normal monsters. But it was like level 5. It was very specific. And so he ran a deck with Millennium Shield and Labyrinth Wall because they were level 5 normal monsters with 3,000 defense. And this was 2014. This is like over 10 years from those cards being printed, about a decade. And he's running that, and then you run level 5 fusion monsters. You could run like Flame Swordsman, or he could run Rare Fish if he got a hold of one, because they're these classic level 5 fusion monsters, and his deck revolved around swarming the field with level 5s. So that's just the beauty of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is all these cards are distinct. So as time goes on, these cards will start popping up in usage because they all serve different functions, or they have support or all that. Okay, let me see. I'll try to talk to Ryan and Josh Breedlove in the future because there's like a tag team mode in this, so it'd be cool if we did 2v2s one day. Let me see. It's fine. Okay. Oh, right. I have to... Okay. Are you on the game?
Yeah.
So just go to duel room on the bottom left.
Would it be quicker to just like add us as friends first?
Well, you can join my public room, and then I can add you in here that way.
All right.
So duel room, and then just look for join a game, Spire fan.
It's not letting me type, but oh, I see it. Yeah, for some reason, I wasn't able to use my Ambi name because it says it's like a prohibited word.
That's interesting. How do I right click? Oh, how do I right click your name? Maybe after we're done dueling, I can add you. Nice, cool card. Nice. Okay. Okay. Do you work tomorrow, John?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, is that why you asked for an earlier time today?
Yeah, just because normally around 8, I just eat dinner, then have just like a little bit of time for it to get ready to bed.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Oh, Kuda. Some code talk going there. Yeah. I do like Link Karibo. Okay, John, so you picked up on the Link game. Okay. Gotta do some counterplay. Let's see. John, do you remember the backstory on this deck I play?
No.
Okay, so 2011. Yeah, people roll back. I'm talking to the chat too, John. Okay, 2011. There's this Yu-Gi-Oh! GX World Championship game I play. You know, they release it every year. I happened to play it, and it's like pick your structure deck. And out of the options, one of them, it was like the early Gen 2 era, early Gen 2 GX era, and one of the structure decks was Fury of the Deep, which had this guy, Neo-Daedalus, and, you know, I was in the midst of playing competitive Pokemon, but I read his effect, and I was like, holy crap, this is amazing, this is awesome. So, and then after that, I was like, okay, I'm going to get back into competitive Yu-Gi-Oh!, but I'm only going to main this deck. So far, so good. It's been a fun time. So, alright.
Oh, whoops.
Did I tell you I got a new PC, John?
No.
Dang, it has been a while. Yeah, I got a new PC. They were selling it on sale for $700. It's like a gaming PC. And I've used my laptop since late 2015, so I was like, yeah, it's a pretty good time to get a new one. And I've been playing TF2 on like the lowest settings overall, and even that, it started to overheat. And so when I played TF2 on like the highest settings with the lighting bloom, I was like, holy crap, like, it's nuts. I mean, I enjoyed TF2 on the lowest settings. It was pretty cool to play it on highest for sure. Yeah, I like how you can play a bunch of different red ice monsters in this deck. You know, John, I'm playing a red ice monster. I can't
In that-
spoil it. Yeah. If you're stream sniping me, you can see him right here. But you said you weren't, so I you know, be prepared. Oh, wow. Okay, this is quite the turn one. Nice. Uh-oh. So, like, in a nutshell, the overall thing to know about Atlantean monsters is a lot of them trigger if they're used as a cost. So when you see me discarding a bunch of Atlantean monsters, I'm doing that basically to trigger all these like crazy effects. So like you're gonna see it right here, boom, guy got discarded, and he allows me to search for any sea serpent. So that's how I got out Neo-Daedalus our last game so fast, is you use the mermales and Atlanteans as an engine to quickly search out Neo-Daedalus and Daedalus. So like with this mermale, I have to discard water monsters to special summon him. And I just discarded Poseidra, who is an Atlantean monster. So we'll see if this version of a cost will show up. I'm equipping these spells. What they do is they increase his attack, but then the next time you activate a monster effect, it's negated, and then it destroys the equipped card. So it's like good offense, good protection. And then, so this is kind of crazy too. I'm going to activate the mermail effect to send Neptibus, who's also an Atlantean, as a cost, and since he was a cost, he's going to trigger. Boom. Now, this is a cool combo. He gets to special summon any other Atlantean monster in my discard, so you get this guy out. So it's another way to get out level 7s really fast. I am going to do that. Okay, this might be a crazy combo, but let's see if this works. Okay, boom. Now, see, your guy is pretty strong. So I think... Oh, you know what? I misplayed. Alright, that's a spoiler. I was gonna play my one Red Eyes monster, but he's an Xyz, which means that he uses rank and not level. So this wouldn't combo with my own Red Eyes. That's okay. Your guy's pretty strong. I'm gonna try my best to try to... Obviously, if I just wait here, he'll start hitting over my monsters, so I'm gonna summon this guy. And as long as he has material, level 5 or higher monsters cannot attack on both sides. And then, once per turn, I can detach a material and negate all effects on the field. But, it's like a skill ceiling, because you can actually, I've had players bait out, so it's called like baiting out like Abyss Gaios, because you can play an effect that looks really strong, and I'll be like, oh, detach, negate, but it only negates the current monsters out. So anyone you play after that isn't negated. So it's like a very high skill ceiling card. I have to always watch my opponent's field. Uh-oh. Oh dang, you're playing all the Red Eyes monsters. This is crazy.
Or actually, I mean, will it let me? No.
Oh, that's cool. Hmm. So I learned today, because I forgot this was in the episode, this retrain of Karyushin, who is a Gen 1 monster, his effect is reference to the anime when Mako dueled Yugi for the first time. And when he summoned this guy, the original, the normal version, the original normal monster version, when he played Yumi, Karyushin just went ham with like this Omni wipe effect. And so they finally made they made a retrain that like mimics that effect. So they were studying. They know the material.
Hmm? Okay, for some... Is there an effect that you have that prevents me from playing this magic card?
Does the magic card special summon?
Yeah.
So Karyushin says if Umi's on the field, both of us can only control one face-up non-water monster. And so Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon is your one non-water monster. You can't summon anything else unless it's water. So you'd have to get rid of my field card basically, or Karyushin. But yeah, that's part of the current combo is my Mermail Abyss Gaios is locking you. So Oh wow. Okay, I gotta be careful with that. Oh boy, here we go. TRK's entered the stream.
Why can I not?
TRK, this is a different card game. You know, we're not crossing over. You're not gonna have life points in Highlander, okay?
I mean, I'm sure. I was trying to read your cards. Is there like a prevention for me from link summoning? Or maybe because I think I should have been able to.
Well, Karyushin says you can only have one monster out. That's not water. But that's mainly the only guy that's floodgating.
I mean, that wouldn't apply. Well, yeah, I don't think that would apply in this situation. Yeah, I don't know if I can even. I don't think it really matters.
John, it matters. We're learning. I got another deck. Let me,
Alright, I just got time for one more.
wait. Oh, did the other deck get... Hold on, I might have got dismantled. Did that deck get... Oh, okay. I must have dismantled a few cards. Alright, I'll just use this deck again. That's fine. I had a Jinzo deck, but I think I scrapped a few cards for other cards in this deck. So I'll have to rebuild that. This guy's cool. Talk about an epic retrain. Freaking Red Eyes, Meteor Dragon, and then Red Eyes Black, Meteor Dragon, Meteor Black Comet Dragon. Yeah. Dude, I remember OG Yu-Gi-Oh! Reading Meteor Black Dragon for the first time. I was like, holy crap, his attack's crazy. I remember playing him in the GBA game. I would build a deck to summon him and stuff. It was pretty fun. Was there... I didn't see it. Was there a Red Eye structure deck, or did you build this from scratch?
I mean, well, from like the base game, there's no structure deck. I was just looking for deck ideas from YouTube, and then I just took one and then tweaked it a whole bunch.
Yeah, Red Eyes is cool. I mean, he's got some of the most support in the entire game. If you're one of the big three of the four, you know, Dark Magician, Blue Eyes, Red Eyes, you got like the most support. Have you ever been kaiju, John?
No.
Alright. Here's your kaiju. It's basically an archetype of Godzilla monsters, and their whole thing is like they tribute the opponent's monsters, and like their archetype is they're supposed to fight each other a lot, but they also are very splashable into other decks. So I run the water guy, Gamma Seal, and if I see a big problem like your Comet Dragon, your Red Eyes Comet Dragon, I was like, okay, I gotta get rid of them. Running with scissors, there's no Eviolite in Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, you're kind of crossing over games here, okay? Make sure you're okay, TRK. I think it's a little late for you. No, TRK, this is not Gyarados and Wailord. That, you know, I don't think Nintendo would want Pokemon in a Yu-Gi-Oh game. More like Zekrom is Red Eyes Black Dragon, and Reshiram is Blue Eyes White Dragon. Okay, so Mega Fortress Whale says if I have Yumi, which is the spell card, my water monsters can attack directly. Is that it, John, for tonight?
Yeah, I guess.
Alright. Thanks for joining. I'll have to get some tag duels set up. I'll have to ask Josh, Breedlove, and Ryan, but that'd be a lot of fun. I'll have to get like 2 other decks ready, and there's a lot of crazy stuff we could do. Let me see if I can add you before you leave. I guess I just have to... Okay, what's your ID?
I think I'll have to leave first.
Okay.
588.
Oh, okay, hold on. Friends. Add. Alright, 588.
353 824.
Okay. I guess I follow? Alright. I think I just clicked follow. Yeah, okay, I see you. Alright, I'm gonna do a few ladder matches, but it's good to have you, John. Some games in.
Yeah, I don't know if it works differently from like the solo mode, or if you just had effects that were like they were preventing me from doing certain things. Because like I feel like I was supposed to be able to do a couple things, but for some reason wasn't letting me.
The game, I've never heard of the game like glitching and ruling, so it definitely was probably one of my floodgates. Yu-Gi-Oh gets pretty harsh with like if something's negating other special summons, it just won't let you play cards that would even say you could search to summon. In fact, Yu-Gi-Oh is actually more strict than Pokemon. So in Pokemon, you could play like Nest Ball, which says search your deck for a basic, and then you could say fail to find. But in like Yu-Gi-Oh, it's like very harsh. You cannot fail to find. Like, it's very interesting. Like, okay, perfect example. There was an old, in one of the older iterations of this deck, there was a monster named Gen X Undyne. And he sent any one water monster from your deck to the graveyard to search your deck for a monster called Gen X Controller. And so, Gen X Controller, if you didn't have him in the deck, you could not use that effect at all. And you want to use that cost because of all those Atlantean monsters, but it's very strict, so.
Yeah, I was thinking, Red Eyes seems like it would be good against Neo-Daedalus because it's all about getting stuff back. But I think I forgot that it's not just monsters that it destroys. It also destroys the hand.
And the keyword is it never says destroy. It says send. I actually got a guy at an IRL regionals with that because he tried to like activate a card. It was like Starlight Road, which basically would punish me if I had destroyed his cards. But I told him, nope, it says send. And send is just bypassing all these triggers that want stuff destroyed. It's a very interesting keyword play. Or just, yeah, playing by the keywords in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Like it. I feel like it definitely benefits this game to play on a video game than in real life because there's just too many rules and too many weird factors that can play into whether you can activate an effect or a card or not.
Yeah, and Yu-Gi-Oh's fun, but I think it's the hardest of the big three card games to get into in terms of like playing in person, because not just from like how good players are, but Yu-Gi-Oh is notorious for a lot of cheaters that try to like I just explained to you the send and destroy thing, and then there's people out there that would try to like argue otherwise, or they try to lie about certain rulings, and so you have to have a very good judge. But on this, the game is your judge. It automates everything, which is very nice. So. Also, I'm just glad there's a ranked ladder. I've multiple times I'll pull out Neo-Daedalus ASAP and they just rage quit, and I'm like, thanks for the points. But if I did unranked mode, I wouldn't get rewarded if they raged quit. So aside from the good laughs, that is its own reward.
Yeah, I see videos of these guys setting up or doing these 4-minute long turns of Red Eyes special summoning every freaking thing in the deck, and some people just quit.
I think that's funny.
Which, I mean, it's cool because they can summon like the what's it called, like the Link Red Eyes and 2 of those Xyz Red Eyes on the first turn, but it's like so complicated. But eventually they get it all out.
Yeah. No, Yu-Gi-Oh's kind of like a fighting game. I think the big three are all like fighting games because there's so many play-by-plays that you need to get better at as a skilled player, and it's like mastering a character. Like you could easily misplay if you don't practice. So.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go.
Goodbye, John.
See ya.
And in Highlander TRK, you don't have to share on the chat. There's scouts. They're looking to beat you. They heard you might win the June tournament. Oh, there's one now. False alarm. Sorry. You can do that. TRK, there is nothing stopping you from running Steven's deck. You might just add to the current salt pile that's been accumulating. Or be the culprit of why the salt pile is increasing in its height. TRK, the average is 8 to 9 fully evolved Pokemon. It's like 8 to 9 families. That's like the control group to always look at is 8 to 9 families. So every fully evolved Pokemon is a family. You look at the deck I sent you, it goes a bit over that because of Pokemon like Dondozo that want more Pokemon in the discard pile. But the average list is going to have 8 to 9. So. In fact, if you check the database, you check the Highlander database, there's a folder of all the tournament deck winners that have been archived. They can also give you a good idea on good averages and stuff. All right, you can send me them. I mean, you can put them in the chat. Alright, TRK. After this duel, I'll assess what you've sent me. See if I need to, call some authorities if, I see things in all these different languages and cryptic talk, oh, whoa. Alright, let's look at this list. I'll look at the list and we're going to take a small break. And then TF2 in 20 minutes. So, just go ahead and open that. Alright. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I mean, you know, I think I definitely could help fill in this list. I see where you're going. So if you want me to, I can, after the streams, add all the trainers, supporters, stadiums, and energy to start with, and then you can change whatever you want after that. Alright, so I'm going to stop this stream because it's going to archive into the Yugioh playlist. And then I'll be back in 20 minutes for group game TF2. So, see you soon, everyone.